Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
I have a super packed fun show for you today. Fun packed show. It's going to be fun. It's going to be packed. Lots of fun information. Lots of great guests. I have Corey Rogers with the Lucy Craft Laney Museum. I have Ransom Schwerzler from Historic Meadow Garden. So we're going to learn all about what they're doing. I have a great design dilemma at the end. And first, I have my fabulous friend Suzanne Honeymichael from Hardwood Floors and More.
So nice to see
Thanks
you
for being here. You had great shoes on, so I'm so glad
yeah.
we're sitting down today so
Yeah.
everybody can see your fabulous shoes.
But, yeah.
You're such a fashion statement.
Not really, but my husband, I told you what he said.
Tell everybody what he said.
Well, he said you can't let Michael outshine you, so you need to up your game on your shoes.
So funny. Her husband, Greg, is amazing. Hardwood Floors and More. Give us a little history of Hardwood Floors and More. When the conception of it, when it opened there on Washington, was that the first? Did you have another building?
And all the things. Yeah, so we actually opened in a smaller place. So it's interesting. My late husband and I, he was in flooring when I met him. I was a junior in high school, and he had come back. He had rotator cuff issues and Braves and Reds, and all of them wanted to do the surgery. And Ray's like, no, I'm coming home. And so he started doing floors. And then I love moms that stay home, and I love moms that work, but I decided I would work from home to be home with the kids. And so when my oldest daughter turned 16, I was like, well, she can bring me the other kids. And so we opened the showroom.
Okay.
And it's actually across from where the old Greenbrier nurseries used to be.
Yes.
That store's kind of been a couple of different things.
Okay.
And then in about a year later, we bought that property and started building the showroom.
Okay, great. Let's show people a picture of the showroom. You drive past it all the time. Look at that at nighttime. It's a beautiful building. You have so many great chandeliers that we're going to look at in a minute, but it just lights up at night. And when you go out Washington Road, it's just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Really good looking. Let's show some people some things. It's Hardwood Floors and More.
And more.
Look at these. These are hardwood samples. So when you go into the store, you see all of these samples. You have so many tools at your fingertips.
So I'm not gonna lie, it can be overwhelming. So I usually tell clients, and I think you do the same thing. You're like, walk around the showroom a couple of times, take it in, think about your questions for us. Your staff's great. I know our staff, we're here to answer questions, but sometimes you just need to
let them take it in.
Let them take it in,
It's
because
so
it can be overwhelming with all the things.
There's laminate flooring.
Yep.
So many options for that, and your team can guide people if they should go hardwood, real wood, or laminate, or
Exactly.
Sometimes you need a floating floor or a glue down or the nail in.
All the things. Well, every
all of
family
that.
has a different need, and it's whether you have pets or kids or
Yes,
what have you.
the lifestyle.
It's at the end of the day, even if you get a great deal, I mean, floors it's not like painting. It's
Yes.
a little bit bigger investment.
Yes.
And so we want to make sure that everybody has what they need.
You want the right fit.
You want the right fit.
Yes. Let's look at some carpets that you have. And I know you have that great Karastan product. You have other carpets as well.
Right.
What I love about this product, it can be stretched in a room, wall to wall, but I like to use this for my clients to do a rug, an area rug, because you choose the size. You guys have it bound and delivered. You did a really unique one that I forgot to tell everybody. That was your rug.
Yeah, well, you're still forgiven.
Well, still making up for it. But and then the next picture, ceramic tile. I've worked on some projects with you, commercial, residential, both, and we've used your tile. You have floor tiles and wall tiles. We talked about tiles on the last show you were on here.
Yeah, and we actually have done a lot of commercial projects together, and I think that's one thing people don't realize. It's nice to bounce ideas off of each other.
Absolutely, yes.
And so we've got to work on a lot of fun projects together.
Well, as a designer, I don't know all of the ins and outs of flooring and lighting and some of that. So I come into your showroom by myself, or with a lot of times my clients send me to your showroom because they are going to get overwhelmed. They want me to give them a few selections. So then sometimes I have to talk to your team about what my clients' needs are, and then you help guide me as well. So you're always a wealth of information there.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. You have rugs, some area rugs for people to choose from. That's really great. And the next picture, all of your great lighting. You have really great value on your lighting too.
We
When you
do.
walk around there, you're pretty transparent, and it's
Yeah.
the-
Well, yeah, we'll see with the tariffs how.
yeah, I know.
That's
Every
been-
company's
that's
different
been-
with the tariffs.
But we've been negotiating hard, like to get rid of freight if you're going to charge us tariffs.
Yes.
Like, you know, I know you and I both have been behind the scenes trying to make sure
You
that
have
things.
to, and we have to eat some of that stuff because
We do.
we're good to our people here in
Yeah.
Augusta. They have a picture here of a design job. You have a great designer on staff that helps put together these boards.
Yes, Caitlin Fouché.
She's
does
amazing.
A great job.
She has tile there and flooring and fabrics and lighting. I mean, she puts together some amazing packages that I see the work you post on social media. Just really, really good looking. She's so talented.
Well, thank you.
Yes, and the last picture, of course, wallpaper. I've mentioned you a lot on the show lately. I don't know if you've been watching, but I've done some
Oh,
peel
I
and stick.
watch.
So I've said, remember our friend Suzanne Honeymichael said, you know, this peel and stick. Yeah, so anyway, you guys do a great job on wallpaper as well.
Thank you.
Really, really great. So that's it. I'd say in a nutshell, but I mean that's bigger
That's
than a
pretty
nutshell.
much it.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
that's pretty
you
much
guys
it.
so much more. We want to talk a little bit. We don't have a lot of time left, but we want to talk a little about your husband, Greg Honeymichael of the Honeymichael Group,
Yes.
and we're going to delve more into this soon.
We finally have. We're pulling him into our little team.
Awesome.
So
I can't wait for you to meet him. He's so fun.
he is a lot of fun. But you know, he's such a hard worker and such a great negotiator, and he has built this team of honestly females. It's Rhonda Dowdy, Pam Weinberger, Gina Puckett. He's obviously, with us being married, it might be obviously he's not afraid of a woman with an opinion.
Right. Yeah. Oh, he's so cool and chill and laid back.
Yes, and so he has got such a solid team. And yeah, I'm proud of him. I
Yes.
love to see everything that he does.
Yes, they are. It's a real estate group,
It is a real estate group.
we're going to be delving into Greg a lot more coming up. So I'm excited for us to do that. You're also involved with the group.
Yeah.
You know, they let you do that.
They let me. They don't pay me to do it. Yes, I'm
need to work
the
on
number
that.
one volunteer.
I love it. I love it. Thank you always for being on the show. We always have so much fun, and I love your shoes. We'll be right back with some great guests. We're going to have a great history lesson coming up next.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories.
Come on, let's make this moon shine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
There is so much rich history in Augusta, Georgia. I'm learning along with everyone else. I told my guests earlier, I said, I'm excited with this show because I get to learn so much more about Augusta than I ever knew. And I have two fabulous guests to share some information with us today. I have Ransom Schwerzler with the Historic Meadow Garden, and I have Corey Rogers with the Lucy Craft Laney Museum. Thank you both so much for being here.
Mike, thank you for having us.
Yes, two totally different organizations, but we're going to talk about how you guys are coming together to doing something. Yes. So the Lucy Craft Laney Museum, we've talked about this before. Lucy Craft Laney was born in 1854. She passed in 1933. She was an American educator who in 1883 founded the first school for black children in Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
She was principal for 50 years of the Haynes Institute for Industrial and Normal Education. Her home became a museum in June of 1991. It is a museum of black history. In addition to touring the home, visitors to the museum can enjoy the butterfly period garden that surrounds the property, and each season displays vividly indigenous flowers, plants, shrubbery, birds, and butterflies in a natural habitat.
I think you got it.
Got all of that in a nutshell.
Even the butterflies.
I love it. And Ransom, Historic Meadow Garden, it shares the story of George Walton, who was one of the Georgia signers of the Declaration of Independence, by preserving America's irreplaceable heritage, celebrating the contributions of all patriots, and educating and inspiring future generations. And you've been open to the public since, well, not you. You've not been around since 1901.
1901.
But
we have been a house museum for almost 124 years.
That is amazing. The property is a National Historic Landmark. It's on the National Register of Historic Places and is also a contributing property within the Augusta Canal Industrial National Register Historic District.
Yeah,
of
we're
Augusta.
right on the canal, so we catch all the things.
Oh, amazing. Tell us some things, both of you. We'll start with you, Ransom. Some things people can experience and things that you have coming up.
Well, Meadow Garden has been a house museum for 124 years. It's the home of George Walton, signer of the Declaration. We do tours every day, and we also do field trips. We have special tours. We have groups that come and meet on our property and combine a tour with maybe a garden club meeting and talk about our early Georgia gardeners. George Walton was one for growing things. That was very important to him. The name of the property is the name he gave it himself.
Yes, and there he is.
There he is.
George Walton.
A handsome young man. He was only 26 when he signed the Declaration. He was
amazing.
We often think that it's the white hair pattern and the white wigs leave us thinking that everyone involved in the American Revolution was an old man.
Yes.
There were 3 signers that were 26 years old.
Amazing.
All Southern boys, too.
Yes, and look, there's the house there as well.
This is the house. Actually, only that section there with the lower porch. The Waltons lived in only 2 rooms on the bottom floor, 2 rooms on the top. It was much smaller than it is today.
Okay.
The central hallway and the rooms on the other side and the right as you face it were actually built in 1835. So the original house was quite small, a very modest home, but definitely a very important part of history for Augusta.
Absolutely, and American history and culture.
No doubt.
Yes, Lucy Craft Laney. Corey, tell us some things that you have going on there, and we have some images of her and her home as well.
Well, Lucy Laney was an extraordinary woman. I mean, just a one of one, if you will. Transformative figure, mentored Mary McLeod Bethune, was a very good friend to Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois, so that kind of gives you an idea of her impact. She created the Haynes Normal and Industrial Institute. It was a private boarding school here in Augusta, as well as the Lamar School of Nursing. So she laid the foundation for education for African Americans post-Civil War.
Yes.
She designed a classical style curriculum that taught everything from Latin to history to biology to geometry, and she made sure that these young people, many of whom were the sons and daughters of the formerly enslaved, she made sure that they were prepared for the world.
Wow.
And so there were so many of her young people that became attorneys, doctors, college professors, you name it, she prepared them.
That's amazing. There's the house as well.
And so the Laney Museum, as you indicated, Mike, we've been open since June of 1991, so we're coming up on our 35th anniversary soon. And what we try to do is be a community resource for everyone
Yes.
to come and enjoy.
Yes.
So with that in mind, every month we have what we call our community luncheons, and we pick different topics. One month it might be hearing from your county commissioners. The next month it might be talking about health disparities and medical research.
Yes.
So we pick a variety of topics that are sort of interconnected with the history that we do.
That's amazing, learning so much history. You both are partnering to have America 250 event next spring to highlight the life and legacy of Prince Hall.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll just say this about that, Mike. The first person that came to mind when I thought about who could we honor or who could we talk about.
And we have a picture of him as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, and there is Prince Hall. You know, I was like, who could we partner with to honor Prince Hall and talk about him? Ransom and Meadow Garden.
Yes.
My go-to for the American Revolution. But I was curious because I teach Prince Hall in one of my classes, and I wanted to know more about him. So I went and talked with a guy named Dave Gilliam, who is the worshipful state historian for the
wow.
Prince Hall Masons.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And he is going to come next May to do a lecture about Prince Hall, who I consider one of the unsung founding fathers of this country. At one point, he's freed. He's a jack of all trades. He's very outspoken, literate, speaks very well in public, and he advocates for various initiatives when it comes to the African American community, and is considered the father of Black Freemasonry in the United States. So I wanted to bring that to us.
Yes. So you learned more about Prince Hall as well, probably, getting to that.
Listen, as a historian, and I'm pretty sure Ransom can attest to this, I learn something new every day.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it.
When you mentioned the name, it was familiar to me. It was part of one of DAR's an online exhibit of African American patriots. So I knew just a little bit from seeing him as a part of that. So often, again, people only think of the people who eventually became president or got a Broadway musical. Everybody knows Alexander Hamilton, but history's about every single
All
individual.
of the detail.
It's about so many people, and we want to dig into that and recognize maybe patriots that have not always been recognized the way they
I
should.
love the spotlight
It's so
that you put on
important.
people from Augusta. It's important to our history, and we need to have you on the show and talk more. There's so much more to talk about.
Yes.
We'll do a whole Black History. But when's Black History Month? February.
February.
We need to do. Yes, we'll figure all that out. But anyway, stay tuned. I have a design dilemma coming up next.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fears Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Come on, let's make this moon shine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
Design Dilemma brought to you by my friend Stephanie from DNS Painting. Thank you for staying with us today. What a fun information on the show today. I love to share my design ideas, and a lot of times I'm showing full projects, and I understand so many times some homes just need a little tweaking. So I do have a lot of clients that come to me and they have the base of things they need. They need me to come in and accessorize, to add some detail. So this project I'm going to show you today is one of those projects. I'll show you a picture of before, and really it's my before, but my client started off with less than what they had here. But it is a fireplace wall, which of course is the focal point in the room. So my client had the cabinets, the consoles on the left and the right, and they had the artwork and the art lamp. So they wanted all of this symmetry. They wanted that wall clean. They were going a little more modern. So again, keep in mind, that's the focal wall. You need a lot of the weight on that wall. So they've done a nice job filling that up, but they needed a little help with accessorizing. So let me show you the next picture, what I did for them. I added some large containers, some of those large ginger jars. They loved the greens and the blues and the whites. They like those crisp colors. They had those colors in the rug that they had placed there on the floor. So in just adding, and I needed some bulky, weighty things because that artwork is so big. We don't want to add a lot of little detail. You know how I feel about things just running around. I need to group things together. I'd like to make bolder statements. So I added those ginger jars. I continued with their symmetry. You'll see on the far left and the far right on those consoles, I have pretty much a mirror image. So I'm continuing that. I have a couple of other decorative accessories. They wanted a basket to keep some of their remotes, so we put that on the left. We have to think about, how we're going to live in the home, and they need the remotes handy. And they have a couple of little boxes on the right. I think one was internet, one might have been for cable. We have these issues we have to deal with, and we have to look at some of that stuff. But in creating the drama with those ginger jars, it really takes the heat off of that. It takes the focus off of those secondary elements there. The TV they had is one of those frame TVs that looks like a piece of art, so that's great. So just changing up on that mantle, you'll see at the top, I put greens just on the left. Every wall, every area needs a little green, so I added those greens, but you'll see I did not continue the symmetry. That would be too overdone, too much symmetry. So in just adding those to the left, it kind of takes away from all of the symmetry that we've built and just makes it work. It balances it off really well. You don't want to do everything total symmetrical. So that changes it up. We added a fireplace screen, and then you saw on the coffee table, we had some books and some beads, things like that. Let me show you the next picture. It is of a corner. I don't have an after picture of this, but they had pushed an ottoman in the corner. They had that artwork up there. And those three pieces of artwork, really, if you're going to have something like that, they need to be on the same wall. That doesn't work really well there. What we ended up doing, we omitted the artwork and the ottoman, and I put a tree, a fake tree, a silk tree in the corner there. So it freshened it up. It softened that corner a little bit, and it opened that space up a little bit. So when you think of artwork and corners like that, you don't want a lot of emphasis with something like this. The ottoman's kind of in the way, but it was an awkward area. But that tree worked really well. The next picture was in their living room. I'm sorry, this was the dining room. And we're not doing so much word art, and I know a lot of designers are poo-pooing word art. I like word art in moderation. I don't like it everywhere. We don't need a pantry sign on our pantry. I think we know where it is. But, some of these are nice. They give you a thought or a feeling. They help create an experience in a home. However, again, they were going from this more traditional setting. They wanted more pop. They wanted a cleaner look. So the picture that I added, the artwork, I took down what they had there and added a large piece of art you'll see in the next picture. And there you have it. It brings in the greens, it brings in the blues from the living room. Now we're in the dining room, like I said, but now just a big pop, a big statement there. I have a few props I want to share with you, and we've talked about some of this before. On that coffee table, you noticed, and I actually did this in their home. I asked her if she had some large coffee table books, and she did, but they were colorful and they didn't work with their color theme. So I wrapped them, like I've shown you on the show before, with craft paper, and so that made them kind of neutral. We had those on the coffee table. I forgot what I added on the top, but you can add something there. And I love the beads. I love to drape. I love all of this. It just adds another dimension. That's kind of what I did on the coffee table. Made a nice little display. It's easy to remove if you need the coffee table for service or something like that. We talked about the ginger jars. I love ginger jars. You can get them in oranges. You can get the clean white. If you noticed, I had a green one in with those blues, so it pulled the green and blues from the rug together in that picture. But as you're doing these, you want to group these things together. And of course, odds are better than evens. We don't necessarily need a third jar, but look, and just adding a little green, it adds some freshness, and we have 3 objects, and they play off of each other. If we want a little height, we could certainly make this a little taller as well. I hope that helped you with some ideas in your home. If you have a design dilemma, email me at mike@signaturemike.com. I love hearing from you. We'll be right back.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive. What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion, it's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
Hi, Suzanne Lilly Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years, and now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors and More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
Suzanne, your commercials are great. It shows everything, again, in a nutshell. But it's got to be a big nut. You think of a nut, you have so much more. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's like a pecan tree.
It's a whole tree. It's a whole peanut tree.
Oh, wow.
I love it. Hey, I'd like to share something with you. I have a stage show, Mike, live at the Miller Theater, October 25th. I am going to be singing songs that tell the story of my life. I've had some great life experiences that I love to share with people. And then the second half of the show, we are doing the Signature Mike TV show live on stage. And this is all to benefit Via Cognitive Health and the Boys and Girls Club. So we're giving back. We need you to give, and I can give back. So please buy your tickets at my store or stop at the Miller box office or check the Miller online. So I hope you can make it.
Yes.
Would love for you.
We're definitely going to be
Love for
there.
you.
Everybody needs to come and join us.
Yes, we'll have a great time. Corey and Ransom, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be on again. You have so much more
Wonderful.
information to give us. That was a great history lesson.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Augusta has so much more to offer. Thank you for joining us. Check us out on YouTube, the Signature Mike channel, and we will see you next time on the Signature Mike Show. Thank you.
All right.